Hey guys, welcome to our awesome video today. Today we're going to be doing a fanfiction, another one for today. I know I haven't gotten done with the Spyro Jack and Spyro's crossover yet, and I will go back into that again. But I thought of just doing a another version of another fanfiction that I kind of like to read. We're going to be reading Underdog 2. What if the movie Underdog had a sequel? Now, I'm not saying that the first movie was crap. I'm just saying that if they ever did a sequel, maybe it was better. Maybe maybe it might be a lot better than the original. So, because the original was more of like an origin story of Shoeshine and then Cyber Sinister and stuff. So if they did a sequel, that we'd get like really know that Shoeshine's a superhero. So we get to see that like a new villain step up the game and do something different. I don't know. So let's get started. Underdog 2 by Imaginary Girl 20. It has been 10 years and Shoeshine is living happily with his family. But with Dan cleaning up the streets and Jack away at college, there's no need for Underdog, and Shoeshine starts to feel like he's not needed. But one day, Jack's 24-year-old cousin Elizabeth arrives at the Under's doorstep. Not soon after she arrives, trouble begins to brew in the capital city. Underdog 2. Hey guys, it's me, Imagine Girl 20, with a brand new story. To those of you who are still waiting for part 2 of Self Revenge of Dragons and New Allies, please continue to be patient. I'll start running those very soon, but I have to rule where if I can't come up with an ending. Continuation of the story I'm working on. I stepped away and started a new one. So I came up with this idea from watching both Underdog, the series, and Disney's remake from 2007. I decided I'd like to explore the Underdog universe and do more than just Bar Sinister. Although, how great was Dick Dickleg in that role? Am I right? So without naming names, if you read the pilot summary, you already know that I'm introducing a new villain to the capital city. Wow, this is a longer. This is the, wow. This is a longer intro I've ever written. You know what? You know what? Let's just get to the story. I didn't think it was long. I thought it was pretty good. I don't buy it at all. So here we go. And you can go away. Shoeshine sighed and laid down with his head between his front paws in front of the TV in the living room. It was a bright and sunny day. It was a bright and sunny day, and and he was sitting in, and he was sitting indoors watching the news. What was wrong with it? What 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 was wrong with this picture? Isn't Shoeshine supposed to be underdog? A canine Spuro? Well, he used to be. Ever since Ugger, uh, Under, Dan Unger, Dan Unger had gone back into the police force, crime was standstill, and no one needed saving. No saving, no underdog. It had been 10 years since Underdog had stopped the Silent Bar Sinister. It has been 10 years since Underdog had stopped Simon Bar Sinister's bomb from exploding and turning every capital city citizen into mindless, obedient zombies. In that time, Dan had been away with a medal. In that time, Dan had been awarded with the Medal of Honor. Jack had Jack had graduated high school and headed off to college, and Molly moved away from her and Polly with her parents and Polly. Shoeshine had tried to make the best of it, tried to be there for Dan, and whenever uh, he was missing Jack, but he missed the kid like crazy too. Of course, he didn't know that the first day of Summer was right around the corner, and Jack would be coming home soon. All he knew was that he felt like he wasn't needed. All he knew was that he felt like he wasn't needed as a super dog anymore. So here he sat in front of the TV, as he usually did. But today something new would happen that would change his life forever. It started with a knock at the door. Shoeshine's ears peered up, and he quickly ran to see who was there, careful not to let whoever it was to see him floating in the mid-air and looking through the peephole on the front porch. There was a girl. There was a girl who looked to be about Jack's age. She had short brown hair down to her shoulders, dark green eyes, and looked to be very tall. She was wearing plain a plain red shirt and a karate pants. Ki, karaki pants and a tur, turquoise turquoise uh, turquoise flip-flops. Shoeshine also noticed that Shoeshine also noticed the large suitcase behind her. Okay, I'm gonna try to do a nice Shoeshine impression. Who is this girl? He thought, and why does she have a giant bag? Hello, the girl called, fa fanning her face from the 90 degrees weather. Uncle Dan? Uncle Dan? Are you home? Uncle, Uncle Dan? She's related? Uncle, Uncle Dan? She's related? The girl noticed a sticky note attached to the mail slot and picked it up. Elizabeth, I was so sorry to hear about Martha's passing. Please know you can stay with us as long as you need to. I hope you don't mind the dogs. I hope you don't mind dogs. Uncle Uncle Dan. Dog? Dog? Elizabeth smiled. I love dogs. I wonder what kind they have. Well, 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 she seems friendly. Shoeshine thought. Too bad Dan. Too bad Dan's not here to let her in. Elizabeth flipped the note over. P.S. P.S. There is a key under the mat for you. Go inside and let yourself in. Elizabeth lifted the floor mat and found a key. She opened the lock and turned the knob. Time to scatter. Uh, time, uh, time to scatter. Skitter. Time to skitter. Shoeshine scrambled back into the living room and sat down. If this girl was coming to stay here with them, he wanted to make a good impression. Elizabeth lunged her suitcase inside and sat it down by the stairs. She smiled when she looked into the living room and saw a beagle sitting in front of the TV. Well, hello there. Well, hello there, she said in a sweet voice. I've never met a beagle before. Shushan was curious. Curiosity got up and went over to her. Elizabeth bent down and petted his head. My name, my name is Elizabeth, she said. Now let's see who you are. She read his name tag. Shoeshine. Shoeshine. Huh? That's an interesting name. Shoeshine barked. Shoeshine barked to refrain himself from speaking, not sure how a girl would react. That makes sense. Makes sense. I bet you're looking forward to Jack coming home for college, huh, buddy? Wait a minute. Wait. What? Wait a minute. This is Shoeshine in his head. Wait a minute. Jack's coming home? And no one told me? Shooting tails wag excitedly, and Elizabeth giggled. I take that, uh, I'll take that as a yes, she said. Well, you're, well, if you excuse me, Shoeshine, I'll go get settled in, and then you and I can go for a nice long walk. How about it? Shoeshine barked. Good stuff. See you in a minute. Shoeshine watched as she, uh, Shoeshine watched as she ascended the stairs, shocked as the canine, the shocked as she carried her shocked as she carried her big suitcase without even a grunt or effort. Wow, 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 he thought. She's stronger than she looks. Elizabeth sighed as she finished unpacking and started at the photo by her bedside. It, wa it was her, it was her mom and her, it was her mom and her at the Christmas party 10 years ago. They had been so happy, laughing and singing, having a good time. Elizabeth flashed back to what had happened after the party that night. Elizabeth, 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 Elizabeth's eyes lit up up with fear as she and her mom pulled up to her house. Police cars surrounded the place, and her dad was being let out in handcuffs. "Mommy, mommy!" she yelled. "Where, where are you? Where are they taking Daddy?" Elizabeth stayed in the car. Her mom ordered as she got out, and went to talk to the officers. Elizabeth obeyed and watched as the officers explained what was going on. Though she couldn't hear what they were saying, Elizabeth could tell it wasn't good news. Then all of a sudden, her mom sank into the ground fit, and in a fit of sobs, Elizabeth gasped and opened the handle and running to her mom's side. "Mommy! Mommy! Mommy!" she cried, hugging her chest. "Elizabeth," her mom said, her voice shaking, "I told you to wait in the car." Actually, actually, yeah, this is the officer. Actually, your mother, actually, Mama, you need to come with us down to the precinct for questioning," said an officer next to them. "Please, please, please," said Elizabeth's mother. "She doesn't understand. She's just a little girl. For God's sake." "I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry, ma'am," said the officer. It's just protocol. Recipient asked you both a few questions and sent you on your way." Elizabeth's mother nodded. I, I, I understand," she said. "Mommy? Mommy?" Elizabeth said as she walked with her mom to the police car. "What's happened to Daddy?" Your daddy, your daddy did a bad thing, Elizabeth," said her mother. "A, a very bad thing, and he has to go to jail for it." "Will I ever see him again?" Elizabeth, Elizabeth, I can't explain this to you now. One day when you are older, I promise you'll understand. This almost reminds me of she's mixing up the Flash, uh, the Flash's origin, because if you remember Flash's origin, his father gets put into the police station because he did something bad. Looking back at the day, Elizabeth did understand, but back then her father was most wanted criminal in the city. He had pulled off bank heists, started fires, and robbed hundreds and hundreds of houses, stolen purses, also killed someone just to get a handful of cash. Her father deserved to rot in prison for what he did, especially for what he did to her mother. What he did to her mother. And after that day, she had fallen into a great state of depression. Had to work their work had to work 3 jobs just to support them. Elizabeth hardly saw her. They never Elizabeth hardly saw her. They never did anything for fun. She had grown up and graduated high school, but couldn't afford to go to college, even though she was an explanation, an ex an ex, an exploitational, an expertilation, an exploiter student. She wounded she wound up taking the job in the office building, getting paid minimal wage and just barely getting by, helping her mom pay the bills. It wasn't until she had turned 23 that she found out her mom was sick. Elizabeth's mother, under, unbeknown to her Elizabeth herself, had become so depressed she had started drinking, which poisoned her liver. It gave her cancer, and she passed away just 10 weeks ago. After that, Elizabeth can't stand living. Elizabeth couldn't stand living anywhere near her father, and Dan had offered to let her move into with them, seeing as how she couldn't afford a place of all seeing as how she couldn't afford a place all on her own. But Elizabeth didn't care. She would take up a job, help Uncle Dan pay the bills, just as long as she never had to see her father again. Dot dot dot. That's why I'm never gonna drink because I don't want to poison my freaking liver. Locked up in the Farrell Square prison, Conrad Kern, Conrad Colonel, uh, Conrad 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 Conger Conrad Conger stared out the window into his cell. For 10 long years he had been trapped there, stripping away much waiting time with his daughter. Martha refused to see him and bring Elizabeth anywhere near him. He had tried many times to write her letters, but never got a response. Martha probably threw them away before Elizabeth could even see them. Conrad Conrad didn't even know the Conrad didn't even know Martha had died less than a month ago. Wasn't aware that her wasn't aware that his daughter had moved away to live with a brother-in-law because she couldn't stand being anywhere near him. All he did know was that he was tr all he did know is he had to try to bring being locked. All he knew, but all he did know was that he was tired of being locked up and tired of eating the same old slop every day and tired of being away from his daughter. Today he would get out and he would find her. Sort of lengthy chapter, isn't it? I think I stopped it there for now. See what you guys think. Please be sure to comment, rate, and review. Thank you for your time. Imagine, Imagine, Girl 20. Okay, chapter 2. So I'm going to continue writing the story even if nobody commented, rated, or review. I'll just skip into the intro, but for each chapter from here on out. Dan Unger, Dan Ungler, Dan Unger, Dan Unger yawned and stretched as he went up the stairs to his front porch. He stuck his key into the lock and turned the knob. He was shocked to smell a haunting aroma of lasagna cooking on the stove and music playing in the background. Hello, 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 he called. Shoeshine? Hi, Uncle Dan. Hi, hi, Uncle Dan. Dan went into the kitchen to see Elizabeth stirring up a pot of cheese. Dinner's almost ready, she said cheerfully. If son, if son, it, it suddenly drawn on Dan that he had invited Elizabeth to stay with them. Elizabeth, Elizabeth, he said, I'm so sorry. Forget it. Forget it. Forgot I was coming. Yeah, yeah. No worries. I figured you would. That's why I fixed dinner. To thank you for taking me in. Thanks. 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 It smells great. Dan sat Dan sat down at the dinner table. Elizabeth brought him a plate of a lasagna and Parmesan glass of water, and a chocolate chip cookie. So, so, what, uh, so, what did you decide to do with the house? Dan said as they started to eat. Nothing yet. No, nothing yet. No, well, no, well, nothing yet. No, no, nothing yet. Nothing yet, said Elizabeth. I don't think my mom had. No, nothing yet, said Elizabeth. I don't. I don't think my mom would have wanted me to sell it. So for now, it's just sitting there. Shoeshine came at. Shoeshine came bouncing down the stairs and parked himself at Dan's feet. Hey, Shoeshine. Hey, Shoeshine. Dan reached down to stretch the dog behind the ears. Uh, oh yeah, Shoeshine thought that's the spot. Beagle, your beagle's so cute, said Elizabeth. Uh, your beagle's so cute, said Elizabeth. Where did you get him? I, uh, uh, I, I rescued him from the, Humanity Society. Yeah, that. Cool. Shoeshine sank to his floor, enjoying being rubbed. Elizabeth giggled. He certainly, he certainly likes to, he certainly likes the attention, she says. You have no idea. You have no idea, said Dan. Shoeshine looked at him questioningly. After dinner, Elizabeth, after dinner, uh, after dinner, Elizabeth calmed, and she still claimed that she was still very tired from her trip. She says she said goodbye and headed up the stairs to bed. After she was gone, Shoeshine breathed a sigh of relief. You you have no idea how much I've been dying to speak, he said to Dan. Anyways, now that she's gone, I like her. I like her. Is she staying for long? And can she stay forever? She gives great belly rubs. Then chuckled. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think she'll be with us for a while, boy. She said. What made her? What made her come? What made her come here? What, what made her come here, anyways? Not that I'm complaining. Well, her mom died less than a month ago, and her dad's nor a narcotic the notorious criminal, the notorious criminal serving his time in prison. She blames him for her mother's. She blames him for her mother's death, and I can't say I blame her. Why? Why? I'm not telling. I'm not telling you all the details. It's not my story to tell. Are you going to tell her that I'm a superhero? Why would you say that? It's stupid, Shushay. Why would you say that? I'm not telling you all the details. It's not my story to tell. Uh, uh, are you going to tell her that I'm a superhero? Not for a, not, not for a while. Something tells me she wouldn't handle it very well. What about her dad? Oh, don't worry about. Oh, don't worry. He's not getting out for a long while. Da 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 da. A large sign throughout the Fully, uh, Forlands Square prison as Conrad Congler sprinted through the halls as he knocked out the guards in cos in in concentrating. Oh God. Um, he knocked out the guards and incarcerating him back to his cell less than 5 minutes ago. He turned the corner and jumped into a laundry basket, covering himself while the guards ran by searching for him. More laundry was piled on top of him, and the bucket. The basket was rolled away. Conrad shifted as he was low, lowered onto a laundry truck. He chuckled in in worthy as he heard a motor started. This this was it. Soon he would be with his daughter. The laundry truck driver groaned as lightning flashed in the sky. Ah, oh, oh man, oh man, he said. I, oh man, he said. I'm hoping it wouldn't rain today. Still, he passed on. Conrad stuck his head out of the laundry basket. Now was, now was his chance to escape. Right before he made his move, a truck driver was started startled as a tree was struck down by lightning and fell into the road. He gasped and swerved it out of the way, and tipping the laundry basket, tipping the laundry basket and sending Conrad's sp- spread sprawling to the floor. Unable to hold the weight of the truck, turned on to the side and slid across the road, coming to a stop in the dirt. The truck driver hit his head and steering wheel and was knocked unconscious. Conrad got to his feet and kicked open the double doors, and in back, thunder sound, sounded above him as rain began to fall as he crackled, crackled, crackled. He was free. As he made his way down the road, the wind picked up and he was swept off his feet. Conrad yelled as he was tossed around in the breeze. Suddenly, he was dropped as he once again got to his feet. Lightning struck again, this time on the power line just behind him. He screamed as it fell on and electrocuted him. Okay, that means he's dead. Good lord. Or he maybe, oh, I'm not sure. Maybe turned to an electro. Not sure. We'll just keep reading. Conrad's Conrad's Congler groaned as he came to the side of the road. His clothes were singed and smoke rose from his hair. Ah, ah, ah! What happened? He noticed that he was lying under a power line and got to his feet. I should be dead. How am I alive? I should be dead. How am I alive? He looked down at his hands and suddenly a spark of light of electricity. He cried out. The bolt and shot from his palm. The electrocuted the tree in front of him. The dark night sky was illuminated by the sudden spark. No way! No way! Conrad looked at his hand again, which were still illuminated by lightning. A car jerked and halted the street, and a man got out. Hey! 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 Said the man. Buddy, are you okay? There was some storm. There was some storm. Conrad shot out his hand, hitting the man with his newfound power. The man fell on the ground, out cold. Conrad finished. Uh, Conrad's fidget. Conrad fished around for keys, and got into the car. Yeah, 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 he said. It was true. Yeah, he said. It was true. The tires screeched and pavement as he drove off, and only one thing on his mind: "I'm coming for you, Lizzie. I'm coming for you, Lizzie." Elizabeth woke up Elizabeth woke up in her room, still clenching the photo of her mom against her chest. Susan bounced into the room and holding a newspaper, she giggled. "I think, I think you got the wrong room, boy." Susan winked and went to Dan's room. Uh, Such a cute little dog. Dot dot dot. Morning, Dan. Morning. Hey, morning, Dan. Dan, Ungler cried out and sat up to the bed. Shushan was sitting on the edge of his with a newspaper at his feet. You brought, you brought you, I brought you the paper. I brought you the paper. Dan groaned as he threw off the covers and got up. Thanks, Shushan. Uh, thanks, Shushan. He slid into his slippers and reached down to pick up the paper. When he noticed the headline, his eyes went wide. Make sure, make sure Elizabeth doesn't see this, Shushan, he said, rushing to get dressed. Bury it, if you have to. The headline read, Conrad Kongler escaped from prison. Uh, Dan? Dan? Shouldn't watch this. Dan hushed hushed all, hold, hold all over his room. Dan hushed all over his room for the ar articles of clothing. Is there something you want to tell me? Is there something you wanted to tell me? Is there something you wanted to tell me? Shoeshine, Shoeshine, it is imperative that Elizabeth does not see that any type of news today. Okay, that's all you need to know. Dan finalized his uniform with a tie and hopped as he pulled his shoes. Elizabeth, Elizabeth, he called. Elizabeth, he called down the hall. I have to go to work a little early today. Will you be okay? Yeah, yeah, I'll be fine. Have a nice day. Uh, Uncle Dan, catch some bad guys. At this, at at this, Dan shook his head. Hopefully, hopefully I won't have to. Uh, hopefully I won't have to. He thought to himself and left. Elizabeth came down the stairs, and shortly after Dan pulled out of the driveway, she stood close behind her. Well, boy, what should we do today? She said. I'll walk in the park. I'll stroll around town. Sounds sounds good. Sounds good to me, Shushan thought as he barked. Yeah, I know. Uh, yeah, I know, said Elizabeth. Breakfast first. She fixed herself some eggs and poured some milk into the glass. Call me old-fashioned, Shoeshine, she said. Reached up the remote and table and living room. But I like to watch news while eating. Dan's words echoed in Shoeshine's head. Shoeshine, Shoeshine, it is Shoeshine. It is it is imperative. Shoeshine, it is imperatively that Elizabeth does not see any type of news today. Okay? The dogs. Oh God. Oh, okay. Here we go. The dog's paws slid on the dog's paws slid on the tile floor as he rushed into the living room and took the remote with his mouth. Hey, hey, uh, hey! Elizabeth reached for the remote, but Shushan bounced his right, still holding it. Shoeshine, Shoeshine, come on, boy, let me have it. She reached for it again, but Shushan dodged. Okay, this isn't funny. Knock it off and hand it over. Elizabeth could have sworn the dog shook his head as her before bouncing out of the way again. Shoeshine! 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 The dog got down into a crouch position and tail wiggling. Elizabeth slowly stretched out her left arm towards him. While he was distracted, she snatched the remote out of his mouth without her right hand. Ha! 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 Gotcha! Aw, man! Aw, man! Come on, that was totally unfair! Elizabeth froze. Her fingers reached from Elizabeth froze her fingers inches from the on switch, and slowly she turned back towards the dog, who stared at her from the floor. Did 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 you just talk? Talk? Yeah, I did. Elizabeth's mouth Elizabeth's mouth hanged open, and she covered it with her free hand. I I gotta say, it's a huge relief too. It was getting boring not having someone to talk to since Jack's gone. I gotta I gotta say, I uh I gotta say, it's I gotta say, uh I gotta say, it's a huge relief too. It's getting boring not having someone to talk to since Jack's gone. Elizabeth screamed and dropped the remote. Whoa! 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 Hey, come on! Shushan ran after her as she raced up the steps. Was it something I said? Yes! Yes! Elizabeth slammed the door closed and locked it behind her. Um, whacking, whacking at her hands, whacking her hands, dot her hair. Okay, uh, okay, Lizzie. Okay, Lizzie, she said to herself. Calm down. You're still dreaming. Yeah, that's it. You're having a weird, strange dream where your cousin's dog can talk to you. uh, no, no, you're not. Uh, no, no, you're not. Stop talking! Stop talking! Elizabeth threw the pillows at the door. All right. All right. Sheesh, I'm sorry. All right. Sheesh. I'm sorry. Look, there's a reason they call us man. There's a reason they call us man's best friend. What? I'm not going to hurt you. It's against dogs' nature to hurt people. I'm not scared. Uh, I'm not scared. Then why are you hiding from a beagle? Because you're not a normal beagle. So? 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 Beagles don't talk. Look, sorry if I startled you, okay? Can you just come out and talk to me? Slowly, Elizabeth opened the door. Come on. Come on. How can you say no to this face? Shujin gave her a puppy dog eyes. Elizabeth chuckled. I I can't. I I can't. I can't. She came out into the hall and sat down on the floor. All right. All right, she said. Start explaining. Dot dot dot. Conrad took a sharp turn after a sharp turn as he reached over the hills and stole in the car. He chuckled when he saw a signal of the capacity being 5 miles away. Hold on, baby, he said. I'm almost there. We're gonna stop at chapter 4. So yeah, this will work. Yeah, chapter 4. And that's how I became a superhero. I stopped the supervillain, saved the town from being turned into zombies. Elizabeth sat starely eyes at the floor, her mouth aghast. Wow, wow, she said. Now that's quite a story, like something out of a comic book. or a TV show. Nowadays, or even a movie. Yeah, 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 just like all those. You can't tell anyone who I am, said Shoeshine. So laugh. Me tell anyone that I know a dog who can talk, they'll, they, they lock me up. Good point. Good point. Anyways, you don't need to worry. Elizabeth got up and scratching Shoeshine's behind the ears. Anyways, you don't have to. Anyways, you don't need to worry. Anyways, you don't need to worry. Elizabeth got up and scratching Shoeshine behind the ear. Your secret safe. Your secret safe with me, pretty doggy. Okay, okay. I'm gonna let you slide since you're new here and you're a girl. Elizabeth giggled and went back to her room and get dressed. Conrad Congler. Oh, Jesus. That's good. Comrade Kungler smiled as he pulled into the capital city. "I'm here, baby," he said, "and I'm coming for you." He suddenly stopped at the bank and got an eager to look at his face. "I'll even bring you something nice as a gift." Uh, slipping uh, slipping on the back mat. Slipping on the back mat, he went inside. There, you sir," said the teller at the bank. The teller at the bank. "Have you, uh, uh, have yourself a nice day, the capital city way." Conrad shot a stream of electricity into the air, hitting an overhead light and shouting at them as sparks flew out. The bank's position screamed and ran for cover. All, all right, everyone, get down, Conrad demanded. "Anybody moves, I'll fry 'em." To make this point, he shot out another blast of electricity, this time hitting the lamp to the right and the tailor standing as he surveyed the hostages, making sure they got down on the floor. He failed. He failed to see that the tailor hit the silent alarm button. Elizabeth pounded. Elizabeth poured some dog food into Shushan's bowl. A few mere seconds later, the dog was in the doorway. "Wow, wow, wow, wow," said Elizabeth. "I guess dogs really do have an excellent hearing." Suddenly, Shushan heard cries for help from across town. "Better, better than you think. Better than you think," she said. Better than you think," said Shushan. "Sorry, Lizzie. Sorry, Lizzie. Sorry, Lizzie. Duty calls." "Wait, what?" "Better, better than you think," said Shushan. "Sorry, sorry, Lizzie. Duty calls." "Wait, what?" Elizabeth followed Shushan out the back door as he dug into his doghouse for his underdog costume. "What? Where? Where are you going?" "When capital, when capital, when when capital city is in trouble, I'm not slow," said her dog. "It's hip hip hip, and away I go." Elizabeth shielded her eyes as he took off, releasing a cloud of dirt into the air. "Oh, oh, oh! I gotta see. Oh, oh! This I gotta see." Elizabeth grabbed her purse and ran out the front door. "Taxi!" she called. Underdog flew through the clouds of Capsule and landed right outside the bank. "I said get down! I said get down!" An the overheard man in the mask yelled as the tailor. Underdog watched as electricity danced on his fingertips. "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" he said. Looks like this guy means business. Better be careful." Conrad turned and released another bolt as he saw one of the bank patrons flinched out of the corner of his eye. "You, you people just can't seem to comprehend what 'don't move' means. Don't you? Don't move means don't. Uh, you people can't seem to comprehend what 'don't move' Means, don't you? He said. So sorry, sorry. Underdog suddenly came through the re revolving doors. But I don't take orders from a criminal. But I don't, but I don't, but I don't take orders from criminals. And just who do you think you are? There's no need to fear. Underdog is here. Underdog? Underdog? Huh, I never heard of you. Nor, nor I of you. Nor I of you. You can call me, Eel, the electric eel. The electric eel. Noted. Uh, noted. Noted. Now let these people go. You don't, you don't take orders from criminals, so why should I take orders from you? Arduck flew out of the way and you don't take orders from criminals, so why should I take orders from you? Arduck flew out of the way as lightning flew at him. A criminal who can shoot lightning? Shocking. Wow, original, ain't it? Wow, wow, original, ain't ya? Ain't ya? Well, well, it was the right there. Well, it was right there. The masked man aimed another bullet at him. Underdog ducked out of the way, pulled it away, and a smell of a small child in the path. You okay, kid? You uh you okay, kid? He said. Yeah, 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 said the boy. Thanks, Underdog. So, so you care for these innocents, huh? Said the masked man. Noted. He grabbed a woman he grabbed a woman who screamed and held his bolt hand to her neck. Here's how it's going to go. Here's how this is going to go, dote, uh, under Doctor, he said. You're gonna collect all the cash at this bank and let me walk out of here. Or this girl is going to be another shrimp on the bar, another shrimp on the bar, uh, the shrimp on the barbly. Elizabeth paid the cabin driver as she dropped off a few blocks down. Be careful, miss, he said her, collecting the cash. I heard that there's a fight going on. Not too far away, not too far from here. Really? Well, thanks for the tip. With that, Elizabeth slanged her purse over her shoulders and jogged down the sidewalk. What do you say? What do you what what do you say, underdog? Said the masked man, still holding the woman. You're going to let some poor girl fry or do as I say, as and you're going to let some poor girl fry or do as I say, and we can talk and all and I can or do as I say and I can walk out away happily. Fine, fine, said our dog. I'll do what you want. Just let her go. The man in the mask chuckled as Erdog used his super speed to collect all the money. He failed to notice that Elizabeth was creeping up the revolving door. She covered her mouth with her hands and took a shock when she saw her dog and the man in the mask. He's really, he really is a superhero, she said to herself. Cool. Our dog finally landed and Underdog finally landed a large bag in front of him. Thanks. Thanks, canine crime fighter. The man in the mask reached down and picked up the money and kept his firm hold on the girl. You got what you wanted, said Underdog. Now let her go. You got what you wanted, said Underdog. Let her go. Not just yet. Not just yet, said the man in the mask. First, I want to make sure I get out of here with my money. You will. Uh, you will, said Underdog. You will, said Underdog. Just let her go first. I don't think so. The man started to walk towards the door, still holding the girl and the stolen cash. I'm still calling the shots here, Under. Ooh. The man started walking towards the door and still holding the girl and stolen cash. I'm still calling the shots here, Under. He stopped, noticing Elizabeth in the bank window reflection. Lizzie? Lizzie? He whispered. I found you! Lizzie? He whispered. I found you. Taking advantage of this taking advantage of a momentary distraction, Underdog sprinted forward and plowed into them and knocked them into the floor. Now it's my chance to help, said Elizabeth. Sneaking inside, she reached over to the a wall and pulled the fire alarm, causing a panic. Encouraging chaos, the man in the mask lost in the hostages. In rage, he turned to see Elizabeth. You shilling people, ushering people out the door and spread and speak. In spite of himself, he chuckled. Smart girl. Smart girl. Grabbing up the bag of money, he slipped out of the doors with the crowd and turning to see the daughter one last time. Not a good time. Not a good time, Cube, he said, but I'll see you soon enough. Elizabeth could have sworn she heard someone call her child nickname, but turned to find no one behind her. Dan Ungler raced into the bank where police were trying to claim the formerly crowd of news crews outside. He sighed through relief when he saw Elizabeth being questioned by another officer. Lizzie! 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 He said, coming up to her. Thank goodness, are you all right? I'm fine, Uncle Dan, she said. Say, you didn't tell me that there was a superhero in our city. You didn't tell me there was a superhero in this city. I didn't. I didn't. Elizabeth shook her head. Strange. I could have sworn uh, ma, uh, ma, uh, strange. I could have sworn I mentioned Underdog. No. No, you didn't. Oh well, let's get home. I'm sure Shusha misses you. Elizabeth glanced up in the sky and watching Underdog. Yeah, uh, yeah, yeah, said Elizabeth, smiling to herself. I'm sure he does. Oh, this was Jack. Oh, I get it. This was so basically. I'm fine, Uncle Dan said. She said. Say, you didn't tell me there was a superhero in this city. I didn't. Elizabeth shook her head. Strange. I could have sworn I mentioned Underdog. No, you didn't. Well, let's get home. I'm sure Shushan misses you. Yeah, said Elizabeth, smiling to himself. I'm sure he does. So we'll stop it at chapter 5. That's not it. Damn. Whew. We went through 4 chapters this one. I think we did a good job. So, thank you guys for, let me read this. Crazy! Zombie is out. See you guys later. Bye.